To set the scene, we ask you to visualize the local golf course. It's the 5th hole, and we have one very unique golfer.
Tim Hortons true story. We always go on long trail rides together.
Long trail
rides. And on the way home, we used to love to stop at Tim Hortons for coffee. Only trouble is, somebody's always got to stay outside with the horsies. Even if it's pouring rain. But now, they done put something in the kitchen
Yeah, take the 30 minutes and then go take another couple. So you don't go all night. Oh, like coffee. Yeah.
Well, Joe, did you enjoy your lunch? Meatloaf used to be your favorite. I'd much rather have hamburgers myself. What a beautiful day out there. Boy, I can hardly wait till my shift is over so I can get out there and plant my garden. Did you like the garden, Joe? There. There you go. I'll leave you here and you can sit here and watch all the people go by, okay? Just look at all the people out on this nice day. I'll come back for you in about an hour or so when it's time for tea, okay? See you later.
Well, another afternoon begins. Bert will probably crap himself again, and Doris will likely chase Mike around the hall after morning tea. That Lucy, nice gal, but I sure wish she wouldn't yak so much. Can't stand a yacky woman. What a nice ass, though. Man, do I like it when she basks me. Is that? I don't know. By God, it is. I haven't felt that feeling since, yeah, last December when that foxy marathon dressed in my room. Too bad the cleaning lady found her. God knows what might have happened. Man, does that Lucy remind me of Mary. Same ass, nice chest, long in the leg. That's probably why I'm horny. What a concept. A horny 86-year-old. Almost as contradictory as an honest politician. A good banker. Or a nice old folks home. Do I hear the kids? Last time they were here, they said they would be back in a week. Has it been a week? I sure miss their visits. Especially Kathy's. She reminds me of her mother so. Nah, I must be hearing things. Damn, I hate that. That old fir tree over there sure reminds me of the old place. Too bad the kids had to sell it. Sure had a lot of memories there. I wonder if anyone found that old trunk up in the attic. Mary put it up full of her old clothes. They were in all good shape, too. I don't ever remember telling the kids about them. I guess they will never know the story behind them now. Mary asked that I put them up after we got married. Clothes she wore for work in the bank. She said that part of her life was over. I could never understand why she didn't just throw them out or give them away. Shit. Damn that stroke. Some more of our life that I can't share with the kids. Life was bearable before that. At least I could bitch about the food and move around a little on my own. Now I can't even crap in the can without half the staff showing up for the show. Lucy handles that real well. No fussing and yelling and stomping around like some of the others. I wonder if she could cook like Mary. Mary had that knack. Man, I can still taste her roast beef, whipped potatoes, not that powdered stuff they use here. Yorkshire pudding, fresh garden peas, not that canned shit Bert says he likes. Pumpkin pie with whipped cream, or better yet, ice cream. 2 pieces, one just about enough, and one more, which made it just too much. Yeah. Mary always insisted on after-supper tea, too. I think it had just as much to do with keeping everyone close around the table as it had to do with the tea itself. Tea did seem to keep me regular, though. That seems so long ago. Our last big family gathering Mary and I had was Christmas 88 or 89. Kathy's youngest, Matthew, was a newborn then. He's what, 10 or 12 now. Being the last grandchild she held as a baby was so special for her, almost like she sensed that the end was near. I remember asking her about that. How did she put it? That I was seeing things, making something out of nothing, like I always do. She could be so bitchy at times. I remember the time the boys and I spent some time in the bar after the Bonspiel finals. So we had a couple. She had to know every damn detail. Hell, I was so snapped. The only part I remember clearly was when Bert fell out of the bar stool and cracked his head on the table behind him. I don't even remember if I told her that part. I do remember the battle royale that night and well into the following day. I did my usual exit to the coffee shop. I even tried the red rose trick. She saw through that and gave me shit all over again. She always could read me like a book. Bert always said that we were truly soulmates. Old Bert. Tough to see him helpless. He sure deserves better than the hand he's been dealt. He's a true friend. He was always there for me. Like that old cockshut combine. That thing was nothing but trouble. Bert never hesitated to come over and help me out. He was a great neighbor. That reminds me of the time him and I went to Yorkton to look for a different tractor. Mary told me the changes had to be made before the next spring. Getting stuck with the old junker, pulling me out, mud up to our ever-loving asses. Mary had her fill of it. Bert liked that brand new 4010 John Deere. $7,000 was out of the question. That old John Deere 820, a bargain at $3,500. Looked good in the yard, too. Man, was Mary pissed off. She was thinking that maybe we needed a larger tractor, maybe $1,500 to boot. I sensed it. Hell, I knew that. But it was so rare to get her green light on anything. Anything that big, anyway. She saw my move for what it was, and did I take. Let's see. New sewing machine. Wheaton Regina. Oh yeah. And the promise not to take her approval for change as a blank check. She had her faults, no larger or worse than my own. We had a good life and great sex right up to the end. I always figured that the boys would be right, that by the time we'd be 70, that all our hormones would be dead or dying. Mary, Grace, what a terrible time she had. Why did she have to suffer so? The operation, treatments, hospital food, strange beds, dealing with all those dumb-ass questions and comments like, "You'll be okay, see you soon." What bullshit. Everyone could see she was dying. I accepted that she would go. And we all do eventually. But I really expected to go first. After all, the math was there. I was 6 years older than her. Men have a shorter life expectancy of, 4 or 5 years? Mary should have outlived me by at least 10 years. Thank God it wasn't her who had to deal with the kids, their divorces and affairs, the in-laws begging to borrow money, and life here. Mary's kind of turning
sorry the last couple of weeks he seems to be a little preoccupied. I don't know. I thought it was something to do with the play, but then I found out it wasn't. He bought a cat this winter, and he's been out disrupting the balance of nature around the country. And he didn't tell anybody, but when he was cleaning up an old yard down south, he happened to unearth a skeleton. And just the way this skeleton was situated, he thought it was possible there was some foul play involved. So he got the police out, and they collected all the bones, and they sent it away, and they got the DNA test on it. And until he got the results back, he was pretty apprehensive that he might end up in court, or he didn't know what it was. But they did get the results the other day, and he was quite relieved because he got a positive identification on this skeleton. And it apparently belongs to an individual who was the hide-and-go-seek champion of 1949.
You're too short. I said you're too short. Bob's got it set for him.